portions of this program were pre-recorded.
I just want to tell you all, I've been listening for years and years and years. I hear all these people say, oh, I've been listening to you for years. I have not been listening to y'all for years. I've only been listening to y'all for about 2 months.
Wow.
But y'all have cracked me up, and I just thank y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
All right, we'll take it. You've been listening for 20 years, been listening for 2 days. Doesn't matter, we love you. Thanks for being here. It is Tuesday, April 15th. Oh, is it payday? Is this payday?
It is.
Oh, thank you, sweet Jesus. It's going to roll right in and roll right out, isn't it? That's how it works. Hey, good morning, Danielle. Welcome to the day.
Good morning.
Hi, Gandhi.
Hello.
Hello there, Scary.
Good morning.
Producer Sam is here. Hi,
Good
Sam.
morning.
Hi, Scotty B in Master Control.
Hi, good morning.
There's Diamond over there taking your calls and looking at your texts. And there's Nate. Buenos dias, senor Nate.
Buenos dias, Elvis Duran.
You know who's on today? Kesha.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But because it's our friend Kesha, we know her very well. We had to bring her in a day early so we could edit out the F words. So some of our conversation with Kesha coming in. Hey, let's play a little Kesha. Danielle, pick a Kesha song. What do you want to hear?
We're going to go with Take It Off by Kesha.
Ooh, let's do it. As requested by Kesha, just take it off. Welcome to the day. Our first caller of the day, Colleen, on line 7. Now, Colleen is doing something that we learned a lot about during pandemic. Travel nurses. And she's traveling right now, and she's about to nurse on her way to work. How long is your drive today as you travel to work, travel nurse Colleen?
Today, my first one is about an hour and a half.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
I love that.
To, like, Manahawk in New Jersey, and then I work my way back up to Bergen County.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
So we get you for many hours every day then. I love travel nurses. We get you. You're ours. You're captive.
Hey, you need blood work, I'm there, okay?
Okay. All right. Well,
I hope you don't ever need it, but...
well, I hope I
when
can
I
find
get
some blood.
home-
Oh, wait, there's more? What? Go ahead.
My husband just had hip replacement surgery 2 weeks ago, so when I get done with my job, I have another job when I get home. And then when I get done settling him in, I have a 6-year-old German Shepherd that just sprained her back. So,
Good God.
You are busy.
Wow. Not a lot of luck in your house. What's going on? Hey, let me ask you a question. As far as hip replacements go, the word replacement makes me feel like one went away and one came in.
Yeah.
What do they do with the old hip? Where does that go?
sell it on eBay.
Okay. Is there a market for that? I love it. Well, Colleen, I want you to be very safe in traffic or wherever you're going today. And thank you for what you do. We love all nurses, especially ones that travel to us. That's really cool. Thank you.
You get me through my day. Every day. I mean, when I get halfway through Jersey, I have to switch to 102.1. But I don't care.
We love that.
I have to listen to you.
Well, Q102, that's part of the family. All right, Colleen, what do we have for Colleen? Give her something special. She's traveling, for God's sake.
She's getting the full Elvis Duran apparel line because, when she's traveling, she might need a clean shirt in the back.
Yeah, you got to have a wardrobe in the back seat. You got some swag on the way,
You guys are
Colleen.
amazing. I love you. And can I give a shout out to my husband, Keith?
Hey,
I love
Keith.
You, honey.
Hi, Keith. Feel better.
I love that. How long have you been married to Keith? How long?
We have been together for 50 years.
Wow.
And you still say I love you.
My high school sweetheart. And Friday is our 21st wedding anniversary.
Oh, you made it to 21
that's
years. That's
awesome.
crazy. All right, hold on one second, Colleen. Swag on the way. You be careful on your way to work. And there you go. While you're getting ready to go, Colleen's already going. She's already at the office, so to speak, in the car. Anyway, well, welcome to the day. Let's get into the 3 things we need to know. We do have Kesha later on. We're going to be talking about her tour. We can't say the name of her tour. Wait, we came up with a replacement name, didn't we?
I think so.
We might have.
Will someone remember what it is? It's
Is it Hits Out?
Hits Out.
Yeah.
right?
Hits
the
Out,
Hits Out
oh.
tour.
Okay.
Or Tata's out, breasts out,
Breasts out.
boobies out.
I think we might have said everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, we'll talk to her about that and other Kesha things later on. All right, Gandhi, it's you. What's going on?
Hello. All right. President Trump says Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. Speaking from the White House, he told reporters the talks with Iran will continue this Saturday, but the regime has to get rid of the concept of ever having a nuclear bomb. Trump added that he thinks Iran is tapping us along because they were used to dealing with stupid people in this country. Trump claims when he left office, Iran was stone cold and broke. broke, he did end up ending former President Obama's deal that forced Iran to give up developing nuclear weapons in exchange for cash and better trade deals. Mark Zuckerberg took the stand Monday as a major antitrust trial involving Facebook parent company Meta got underway in D.C. The FTC accuses the company of creating a monopoly or buying up rivals Instagram and WhatsApp to keep a lid on the competition. If the FTC is successful in convincing the district judge hearing the case that the acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp were illegal, the agency's next move will be to try and force Meta to break up, spinning off both platforms. And finally, your taxes are due today. It's also payday, as we pointed out. If you haven't even started or you're not done, there is still hope. If you're in a crunch, you can file for an extension. The key thing to keep in mind is if you file for your extension today, you'll need to fill out Form 4868 on irs.gov, which gives you an automatic 6-month extension. Meanwhile, a tax day poll found that more people are considering risking it and not filing at all this year because they think they can get away with it since the IRS is so understaffed because of budget cuts.
That's a good idea.
Wherever you fall in that spectrum, good luck to you. And those are your 3 things.
Maybe they won't notice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As you whistle while walking out of the room.
Exactly.
Nothing to see here. Thank you very much, Gandhi.
You're welcome.
If you think you're having a bad morning already, area code 718 says they woke up this morning at 4 o'clock with the cat throwing up on their head.
Oh,
At least it wasn't in their mouth.
Yeah,
Small wins.
You know, there's so many places a cat can throw up, but they chose your head.
That's just targeted and mean.
Yeah, that cat wants you out. Are you ready for your Tuesday? Yeah! Let's go.
Our friend Tommy Daddario hosts I've Never Said This Before. Tommy, who's on the podcast this week?
Elvis, my friend, this episode is for all the White Lotus super fans. Jason Isaacs joins my show. He plays Tim Ratliff, and today he is sharing so many things that he has never said before about the White Lotus.
I've Never Said This Before. New episodes every Tuesday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. On 9/11, we vowed to never forget. Help America keep that promise. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. That's T, the number 2, T.org.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you all so much.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Yeah, one of the big stories that's in the news almost every day is the economy. Spending. Like, what are we spending? Are we spending money? Are we out there taking part in the retail frenzy that we love? They're saying that they can kind of see where the economy is going by seeing how women are spending less money on their hair and their makeup. And, for instance, Lee press-on nails sales are up 10%.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
People aren't going to get their nails done as much. Hair coloring is down. People are going in for less expensive haircuts. Which I guess, I don't know, what would that be?
Maybe a super
for guys. Well, women, as far as how you get your haircut. What's an expensive haircut versus a cheaper one?
I guess an expensive haircut, depending on where. I mean, people spend $250, $300 on a haircut in New York City.
Yeah, it can really range from like the $29.99 to like $500.
And I think if you go to like a Supercuts, it's like, I don't know how much. Do any of you go there?
No. 25, 30
Really?
bucks.
So there you go. See.
Well, they're saying in general they can tell where sort of what the indicators are through how much you spend or don't spend on getting your hair done and the frequency you get it done. And I bet if you went in to see our friends like at Ulta or whatever, like I wonder how the spending's there, how the spending is going there. You know?
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking to cut, your budget in some capacity, I think that's probably the first place I would go to.
When we were saving for a house like years ago, the first thing I did was cut off all my nails and stop getting manicures.
I just stopped doing it.
You did.
How funny is
You
that?
did?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The economy's going down the toilet.
You can tell
Johnny's
because
not
my
doing her
nails are short.
Oh my God.
No.
Anyway, I wonder if people just, they hear news stories about the economy going down the toilet or possibly going down the toilet, and then they just sort of maybe they start cutting back without really thinking about it. Just It's just, maybe I don't have to buy that today.
You know what I started doing? And I was talking to Sam about this. I have a little notebook, and when I feel like I'm going overboard a little bit with the spending, I start writing down every day how much I spend on things.
Oh,
and
you
then,
do?
Yes. And then at the end of the week, I look at it and I go, okay, I could have done without that. I could have done without that. And it actually has helped me.
I bet.
Like if an Instagram thing pops up, I'll say to myself now, hey, you don't need it. You do not need it. Do not get it. So it's actually helped.
I got to start doing that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we can tell how the economy is doing by the frequency of visits from the Amazon delivery man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how much cardboard is all broken down in the garage.
Oh, for
That's-
sure.
That's an indicator for the economy.
Yep.
Cardboard in my garage. It's true though.
Yep.
Anyway, so
Andrew's Costco membership changed my life. I'm going to save all
What
the
do you
money
mean?
now. Because now I'm not getting, tiny little piecemeal things. I just get it all at once, and then I'm eating my grilled chicken salad for a week. It's great.
good.
I know, but the question about Costco though is, don't you buy things you normally wouldn't buy?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, just asking.
So there's
Just
that.
asking.
So
Sure
there's
did.
that.
But that little fan is amazing.
Now she knows she needed it.
My Woozoo. I love it.
You,
Oh,
but you
the
grew.
Woozoo's the best.
What's a Woozoo?
Oh my gosh, college kids have Woozoos. They're amazing.
What's a Woozoo?
It's a tiny little fan that's more powerful than one of those standing fans that you would, put in your room if you don't have a ceiling fan.
Yep.
It's so powerful, and it also has this weird, when you put it on like a lower setting, just the breeze that it brings into your room. It's like a nice gentle breeze. I love my Woozoo.
Oh, see what I'm doing though? And now I'm reaching for my phone to order a Woozoo. I can't.
Honestly, this is like one of the things on the list for college students when they go away and the parents like make a list. Woozoo is one of the things for your dorm because it's that good.
It's so
and
good.
it's small. It's small.
$9.97.
Okay, so then why am I reaching for my phone to order a Woozoo? I don't need a Woozoo.
You don't need the
You
Woozoo.
don't need it. You're not going to college.
I just feel like I need a. You have to be in college to have a Woozoo.
No.
See,
God,
now I
it's
feel
so
left
cute.
out. I feel totally Woozoo-less.
Now Sam wants one.
Oh, he's so adorable.
Let's all get Woozoos.
It is cute.
Damn
too.
it. Okay, see, this is my problem. It's those spontaneous purchases. I got to stop doing that. All right, let's get into the horoscopes. Who are you doing with today, Producer Sam?
The person who brought the Woozoo into my life.
Hello.
Gandhi.
Okay. If you are celebrating your birthday today on tax day, you celebrate with Emma Watson, Sexy Red, Seth Rogen, and Chris Stapleton. Happy birthday, everybody. Capricorn, you don't know everything. Listen to the opinions of others. You might learn something new about yourself. Your day is a 6.
Aquarius, opportunities come and go, so keep putting your best foot forward. You never know when the next one will pop up. Your day's an 8.
Pisces, remember, no matter how long you've known someone, there's always more to discover. Your day is a 5.
Aries, take a deep breath and embrace the beautiful mess that is your life today. There's a lot to be grateful for. Your day's a 9.
Taurus, unless you realize the situation is over, you cannot move forward. So allow yourself to let go. Your day is an 8.
Ooh, Gemini, are the people you let in supporting or hindering your mood? Be aware of those you let get close. Your day's a 6.
Cancer, let the burden of your past not weigh you down. We all make mistakes, and do your best to grow from them. Your day is a 9.
Leo, you're allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. So just keep growing. Your day's a 7.
Leo, you are allowed. Oh, wait, is that what keep? Oh,
you're
okay.
Virgo.
Okay. I'm like, what is happening? Sorry. Virgo, let go of preconceived notions and allow things to build organically. You tend to romanticize a bit. Your day's a 9.
Libra, remember you can get where you want to be from where you are. Just start. Your day's a 10.
Scorpio, you won't always get what you want, and that's okay. Adjusting and accepting builds character. Your day is an 8.
And finally, Sagittarius, if you feel like your back is breaking, it probably is. Don't be a hero. Ask for help. Your day's a 7, and those are your Tuesday morning horoscopes.
Well, I found a limited time deal on Woozoos.
Here we go.
What'd you find?
Well, I mean, it's $54.99. They're not cheap.
No, it's $9.97 at Costco.
How do you get a $9 Woozoo if it's $54 on Amazon?
I don't know, but
Averaging like $40.
No, the little fan was not. It was not.
There are a couple different sizes of them.
Okay.
So you could have gotten a smaller.
I want the oscillating one though. It's got to go.
It oscillates. It's just this little.
Well,
thing.
hold on. Now, hold on. Are you sure it's a Woozoo or like a FUBU? Or, one of those knockoffs?
It is a Woozoo. I
For
promise.
$9?
$9.97. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's impossible. That's impossible.
It was just
All
the
right.
little guy, the little like globe-looking fan.
I want the one with
I
the
know.
remote control.
Yeah, it has remote control.
The globes here's one for $16. Okay, here
yeah,
we
see,
go.
you're bringing it
All
down,
right,
baby.
now we're on.
Where'd you find that one?
I could have
This one I found is 36.
No, this Woozoo, the desk fan, oscillating, table air circulation, 3 speeds, 32 feet max air distance. It's $16.99.
I had $37
One day only Prime.
on my Hit me with that link.
This started with everyone wanting to save money. And now
No.
everybody's
Yeah,
buying
You're not going to
exactly.
get a super expensive one because the Woozu is.
I'm sure that's not a Temu Woozu you're looking
No,
at.
this is an Woozu. All right.
Woozu.
All right, I can have it delivered by tomorrow, but I don't need it. This is my point. I don't need a Woozu.
You don't.
I don't need one. This is the problem we have.
But it's a glorious little contraption.
To do what? To blow me? Blow me.
Yes.
Blow me.
Hell, I'm in.
I gotta say, it helped Spencer get a lot more sleep at college. That little gadget.
so
Oh,
great.
see, maybe I'll get. See, now I'm guaranteed better sleep.
Yeah.
If I have a Woozu next to my bed.
Just fills the room
All right.
with a gentle breeze.
I'm
It's
going to
nice.
think about it. I'm going to think about it. Danielle, what do you have coming up?
We're going to talk about Post Malone. He's working on his next album. And Jack Black surprises a movie screening of his new movie, Minecraft.
Okay,
not
perfect.
Minecraft.
Waking up in the morning.
Right now.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
2, 1.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
So after the show yesterday, we all gathered around the TV to watch the big launch. Blue Origin flying into outer space. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. By the way, that rocket, wow. That thing, it goes up and just comes back down and lands exactly where it took off from. I can't even find my car in the parking lot. How does this thing do this?
Well, that's funny because the rocket part did, but the other part, the part where the people were, that landed someplace else.
Right.
And they had to go find them.
Yeah, the booster comes back
Yeah.
to where it's supposed
I
to.
think it's more important to get that rocket back than the people.
I guess.
So, I don't know. What'd you think? What, are you excited for them? Or is it something you want to do one day, maybe?
I thought it was cool to watch it. I thought it was very cool. We all gathered together. We all watched. I thought it was very cool. You know, they were excited. But we do have some opinions. Like I was saying, like, okay. These people that went to space they either paid money or we were looking up how you get on this thing, and it depends on your social status, like, and how much you pay. Like if you can give them, I guess, more advertisement, you'll probably pay less because, you know, that type of thing. So we're looking at the first Vietnamese woman to go into space. So now I'm thinking to myself, now if I'm a real Vietnamese astronaut, right, and I'm studying for a very long time, and then I go up into space, and then they tell me I'm the second woman to go up into space, Vietnamese, because this other woman who studied for 3 days or trained for 3 days went up. I'll be a little pissed off.
I can see that.
Because that's my livelihood, and that's what I do, and I study, you know?
I don't know. I don't think of any of them as astronauts. I really don't.
No, but the news was calling them
Yes.
astronauts.
Well, they say that you're officially an astronaut when you pass that certain line.
Okay.
I don't know why. You know, I don't. In my opinion, you're not deserving of the title astronaut at that point.
Well.
But the men and women who train their asses off for years and years and years, and maybe not even make it to space yet, I consider them astronauts already, even though they haven't made it
Without a
past
doubt.
that line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What'd you think, Gandhi?
You know, it was cool to watch. I think it'd be awesome to be able to someday, you know, take pictures from outer space. That's great. I don't understand. I didn't understand like all the hype around it. I did enjoy watching Jeff Bezos faceplant on the way to find everybody. That was kind of funny. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm with Danielle on it. I feel like it was a very overhyped. Oh my God, history is being made, but like how?
Right.
What did they do? I don't know.
Well, I knew it was a very important moment in science when the Kardashians were standing there.
Absolutely. Once you see Kris Jenner.
We were
Oprah was crying. Oprah was crying in tears because her best friend Gayle King was in space for a minute.
Yes,
she was more nervous than Gail was. I thought she was like crazy. She was like really upset.
The memes of Gail today are great though.
Yeah.
She looked terrified the entire time.
She did look terrified. I don't know. Would you be a little terrified? I'd be a little nervous, maybe. Well, but excited. You know, I don't know. You know, we can sit here and say what we want to say about them and how they got there and what they paid to get there. I don't even know what they paid or if they did. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they said, "Hey, Elvis, what are you doing next Thursday? We're going to outer space for 10 seconds." I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go.
But they were calling it a mission, and a lot of people were like, first of all, it was 11 minutes. There's no mission there. And it's rich people going into space that can afford it, or celebrities going into space. It's like, there's no, like, I don't know.
It's an amusement park ride.
It really
is. Well, so when are they doing it again? Are they going to do it again and take some more celebrities up?
I'm sure. But it was very interesting because we were wondering how much it costs. So we looked it up, and like I said, it really depends on who you are and what you can do for them. Really?
Yeah. I think they classified it as a mission because they took like a plant and something else up there to see how it acted.
Really?
Yeah, something weird like that.
So I'll go as the official plant holder.
Okay.
Amazing.
Do that.
Elvis Duran's joining us on board the space mission. We're carrying the ficus tree. What's that?
Katy Perry is writing a song about her experience, by the way.
Okay, cool.
She did sing "What a Wonderful World" up there, which was
She
very
did.
nice because it's a tribute to Uncle Johnny.
Oh, that was
I
nice.
felt that. I felt that.
That was cool.
All right, let's get into Danielle's report. Lots to talk about here. Where do you want to start? What do you
All
got?
right, well, our best is going out to Lil Nas X this morning because he is in the hospital. I don't know if you've watched any of his social posts, but he lost control of the right side of his face, and he's telling people, stop being sad for me, shake your ass for me instead. And I'm thinking it might be Bell's palsy. It might be what Justin Bieber has, the Ramsey Hunt syndrome that he went through. A lot of reasons that can happen to your face, so we're just going to wait and see. He's in good spirits. He's laughing on his socials, but he cannot move that side of his face. So I'll keep you posted on that, and our best goes out to him. Alicia Keys is celebrating the one-year anniversary of her Broadway musical, Hell's Kitchen. She's very excited. You know, the show won the Grammy for Best Musical Theater Album earlier this year. It is launching a national tour this fall, so if you're not in the New York area or you can't get to the New York area, you might be able to see the show, so that's awesome. Other Broadway news, Leslie Odom Jr. is returning to Hamilton
That's
for
cool.
a 10th anniversary. I mean, that is insane. So that's where he started. He started as Aaron Burr in Hamilton on Broadway. He says that role entirely changed his life, and so he will be at the Richard Rodgers Theater from September 9th through November 23rd. Good luck getting tickets to that one.
Exactly. You know, I got to tell you, though, I saw the original Hamilton cast when it first came out. But at that point, you didn't know it was going to be what it turned out to be.
Right.
So you never know whatever you're going to do today or what show you're going to go see that has a brand new cast. You don't know. They could be the superstars of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't know at that moment.
That same thing
And
with
now-
Rent. We went to see Rent
Right.
with the original cast. Did we know Idina Menzel would be who she is today? Like in half the cast? I mean,
Exactly.
no, we didn't. So, yeah. It's Post Malone. You guys know his last album did incredibly well for the country world. Well, he is going to continue down the country path. He was at a private party ahead of his Coachella set, and he said that he's loving that Nashville community. He's already been making trips out there to work on country album number 2. He's very excited. He said he made about 35 songs, and it's just a matter of which ones suck and which ones don't. So he'll figure that out. Sheryl Crow and LeAnn Rimes are stepping into the voice spotlight as this season's mega mentors. The playoffs are kicking off April 28th, and Sheryl Crow will team up with Kelsey Ballerini and Michael Bublé, and LeAnn Rimes will be with John Legend and Adam Levine. So Jack Black shows up to a screening of the Minecraft movie at a theater in Los Angeles over the weekend, and he warned kids, please no throwing popcorn during that chicken jockey scene. But here's the thing. The popcorn's not the problem, guys. The problem is the people that throw slushies on other people and they're walking out sticky. The people who are bringing chickens to the actual theater. These are the problems. The popcorn, really not so much of a problem. That's easily cleaned up. So please don't throw anything else. Please just behave yourself when you're at the movie theater. Addison Rae revealed at Coachella the new album release date for her. She did it in a really funny way. She was up there, then she turned around and she had the words June 6th on her butt. And now we know that's when the album is coming out. What are we watching? The Carters Hurts to Love You on Paramount Plus. It is the premiere of that. It's a 2-part documentary about Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys and his brother Aaron, who passed away in 2022. You have the first season finale of Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. Tim Dillon, I'm Your Mother on Netflix. Of course, a bunch of other shows. You've got The Cleaning Lady tonight. All your FBI shows. I can't believe how many FBI shows there are. FBI International, FBI Most Wanted. I mean, there's so many FBI shows. Anyway, that's my Danielle report.
Thank you for pointing that out. You know, we're talking earlier in the show about how we can be wasteful and order things we don't need from Amazon. Mm-hmm. People are texting and still, wasn't even in the market for a fan, just bought 3 Woozoos because of your conversation.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. They're just glorious.
Here's someone else texting, I'm a nurse trying to pay off student loans, but totally shopping right now for a Woozoo.
Oh, man.
As soon as you said they have a small, powerful fan, I'm in. I'm always hot. It'll be here in a week. There you go. So Woozoo should get in touch with us. Well, we just sold a buttload of Woozoos for them, I bet.
Yeah, my gosh, seriously.
It's a great little fan.
But see, as of now, 30 minutes later, I have not ordered a Woozoo. I'm not going to get one. I don't need a Woozoo.
You don't need it.
Okay. Wish me luck.
He's going to have 10 by tomorrow.
I have a room full of Woozoos. Can you imagine what that would be like to have 10 Woozoos on at the same time in the same room?
Wow, you get blown away.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How fun. so necessary in my life. Hey, yesterday morning we had Jenna on to play a game, and she face planted just like Jeff Bezos. I don't think she got anything right. Maybe one. She didn't do well. So Nate had a good idea. Let's invite Jenna back today or tomorrow. Then. So she's going to be back on today to try to redeem herself.
Okay. We've done this in the past.
Right.
And it hasn't gone well.
Oh, God.
So let's see how this works out today.
All right. Well, we have a special game just for Jenna. We're going to try to get her on the phone. We're going to see if she can do a better job today than she did yesterday. So Jenna on the way. Let's all send her positive vibes and positive energy. We want her to win. Also, Kesha will be on a little bit later today. Lots to do.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Hey, Tate McRae just walked in. I read something that made me feel good because I'm one of them. It says you really love the gays.
Yeah. I do.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
You know, it's funny how our conversations go. You know, when the songs are playing, we talk about anything and everything, right? So I just read a story about a scientist is making claims that maple syrup, pure maple syrup, you know, from the trees, the maple, right? Maple syrup could be a wonder food that helps stave off Alzheimer's and maybe cancer.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, so I mentioned that. And then the next thing I hear, Gandhi's like, wow, I would love some waffles.
Yes.
She's been so hungry. She's been talking about food since we got here this morning.
This
It's so
eating
funny.
early thing is nonsense.
But this is just one example of how our stream of conversations go in this room.
Yep.
We could sit here and just tack on more conversations on top of more conversations for hours. And it never ends.
Nope.
We went from saving lives and getting rid of cancer and Alzheimer's disease. And then we need waffles.
We do.
I don't know.
Waffles.
I know. It sounds good. Anyway, so you know what I read also? There is a mathematical formula for a truly joyful day. Researchers have come up with this scientific formula for a truly joyful day.
Okay.
Technically, it looks like BDE equals, you know what BDE means?
Yes.
Yes.
FAM6 plus FR2 plus SOS 1.5 plus EX2 plus EAT1. Let me tell you what this is. Let me spell it out. They say the best day ever equals 6 hours with your family.
Okay.
Okay. Plus 2 hours with friends. Plus 1.5 hours of extra socializing. 2 hours of exercise. 1 hour of eating and drinking. Less than 6 hours of work. Indulging in only 1 hour of screen time and no more than a 15-minute commute. They say that will make you have the most joyful day if you just use those numbers.
Huh.
That
Easier
sounds
said-
legitimate.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Easier said than done, though. Most people work like 8, 9, 10 hours a day.
Yeah, but that's why they're not
Let's see.
You got to trim
Let's see. Part of the equation isn't bitching. Obviously, you've added that to the equation. Bitching and moaning.
You can't trim the equation. You have to trim your life to fit the equation because that's
Exactly.
what makes people happy.
So they're saying if you want to have a good day, you need to be fit, you need to be fun, and you need to be available with a little relaxation and indulgence and somehow avoid working or commuting too much.
Yeah. What about introverts who don't want to be around anybody?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is that,
Oh.
6 hours with family?
Yeah,
What if
some
you hate
people
your
don't like
family?
their families.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, once again, you've added 10 more minutes of bitching and moaning.
Just said 6 hours. That's a pretty big chunk right there.
I thought that equation was great. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
me
I'm
too.
into that. That sounds
Let
like
me
a nice
go over
balance.
the numbers again. Yeah, it is a good balance. If you're with your family, then again, you know, okay, 6 hours with family.
Yeah.
2 hours with friends.
Yeah.
1.5 hours of extra socializing. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I guess work, socializing at work. 2 hours of exercise. 1 hour of eating and drinking. Less than 6 hours of work. Only 1 hour of screen time. That's it. And no more than a 15-minute commute. Okay. And you will have, those will make up a beautiful day for you.
Okay.
The only thing I would adjust is that 1 hour of eating and drinking. I'd like a little more of that.
Yeah, a little more.
Yeah.
Eating and drinking.
So what if you made it an hour and a half of eating and drinking and then took off a half hour of screen time? I only got 30 minutes of screen time.
Or take off that extra socializing. Like I'm going 6 hours with my family, 2 hours with my friend. What's that extra thingy thing? Give me food for that.
All right. So can we like plug in things that, for instance, I don't have 6 hours of family.
Yeah.
But so do I consider us family?
Yeah. Yeah. And how about your pets? How about time with your pets? I mean, that should be on there too.
Oh, yeah.
Where's sleep on there? Do they have sleep?
No, you don't sleep, Nate.
No. I mean, they're assuming you're sleeping, I guess. Cutting back on social media, getting outside for some light exercise, make an effort to hang out with the people you love, and close your laptop when the workday is done. Not when your nervous system collapses and you're out of energy.
Wow.
They also add, it's about choosing presence over productivity and connection over convenience. We hear every single day someone saying you got to connect more with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The people you love. And what was it that Barbara Corcoran said the other day? And she's doing okay in life. Mm-hmm. She says her happiness comes from surrounding herself with the people she loves.
Did you see what she did yesterday? She had this big networking event at her apartment in New York City where she had all these amazing women come together and they ate with her and stuff. And I think they're like women who want to be entrepreneurs. I don't, you know.
The thing she was talking about?
Yeah, she had it last night. It was.
We didn't get our invites.
No, but you should see how beautiful the table looked in her apartment. Oh my goodness.
She always says it's a beautiful table.
Yeah.
I love her. You've been to her house, right? Her apartment?
No.
Oh, you have? Oh, my God. She has a swing hanging from the ceiling in her kitchen. You can, like, swing.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
It looks like a huge apartment for New York City.
No, it's a big apartment.
Yeah.
But it's not like a sex swing.
Oh.
Like a sling chair.
I wouldn't put it past
No.
her.
Yeah, Scary, what's up?
So okay, let's say I had a job that I work 10 hours a day and I have an hour and a half commute. According to this, it does not fit the equation of happiness. Am I now supposed to quit my job and find an easier commute and a better job that's only going to allow me to work 6 hours a day?
Well, I don't know if that's reality, but what they're saying is if you can whittle it down to get as close as you can to these hours and these suggestions, maybe you might be a little happier. Just a thing, just a thought.
It's also not like a hard science, right? It's the best of their ability to guess this is going to make you happy.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who works 10 hours a day and you love your job, that could be different too.
Right. But again, the headline here is more connection with people you love and socializing, eating and drinking, which is always great. Cutting back on work if you can, and cutting down on your screen time, and on your commute if you can. You know,
I think the screen time thing is clutch.
Huge.
It's so important. I've limited mine now on my phone, and I am so happy because it tells me you're done with this. You've been on here for an hour. Get off of this. Don't look at it anymore. And it does actually make me happy because I've noticed when I'm on there, I just look at things and I'm like, that's a lie. This is a lie. What is going on? It's just nuts, and I'm better off without it.
Everything's a lie on there.
Well, we seem to be generally happy people, right?
We are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think so for the most part.
And the other day, someone else also brought up that question I get all the time. Hey, so when are you going to hang it up? When are you done with this career, or whatever? I'm like, well, not now, because it's not an income thing. Well, it is, but it's more of this is where I socialize every morning.
Yeah.
From 6 to 10 a.m. This is our family. We're stuck with each other. There's no way to get out of this. We're stuck with each other every single day, 5 days a week. And we have a week off coming up in a few days. And, it'll be nice to come back and see you guys again.
Yeah.
I know that on the other side of the vacation, we have our socializing that we do every day right here. I like that. So, in closing, be fit, have fun, and be available. Relax a little bit, indulge a little bit. Avoid working too much and commuting too much. Okay, done. Thanks for the suggestion. I tell you what, we've got to get Jenna on the phone. Are you ready to see if she can win a contest today? She poorly lost yesterday.
Yeah,
she did an awful job.
Terrible. It's awful.
During the commercial, I'm going to install a sex swing in my kitchen.
Okay.
Just like Barbara Corcoran has. And there you go. Let's get into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. We do have a phone tap on the way. It's not worth anything, but it's a phone tap. And Kesha, when's Kesha going to be on with us?
She's going to be on with us in a little over an hour, Elvis.
All right, well, I got to talk to her. She's fun. She's a fun time. All right, 3 things from Gandhi. What do you got going on?
All right, so we were just talking about maple syrup having some good benefits as far as Alzheimer and cancer, but a new study finds that there could be a link between CT scans and a slightly elevated risk of cancer. The scans, which expose patients to radiation, could account for about 5% of cancers diagnosed each year. Researchers say there is considerable uncertainty about those estimates, though. The study was led by researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, and was published Monday in an international medicine journal. Whooping cough, or whooping cough, however you would like to say it. Cases are skyrocketing across the country. Cases of the illness have risen an astronomical 1,500% since 2021. There have been 10 deaths related to the infection so far this year. Researchers say a decrease in children being vaccinated is what they believe is to blame for that increase, with less children receiving the standard vaccines since the COVID-19 pandemic. ProPublica analysis says this is placing a higher risk than ever for young children of contracting potentially deadly diseases. And finally, a Brooklyn neighborhood is the most in demand in the entire country. Redfin puts the Prospect Heights and Clinton Hill area on top of its 2025 list of hot neighborhoods, following a 105% spike in home sales from just a year ago.
Wow.
I know, insane. Rounding out the top 3 hottest neighborhoods were Jenison, Michigan, and Campton Hills, and St. Charles in Illinois.
Huh.
And those are your 3 things.
Thank you, Gandhi. You want to get Jenna on the phone?
Yeah, we'll get her on.
Does she know we're putting her on again today?
Oh, she's aware.
Okay. So Jenna was on yesterday. I don't know if you heard her. She lost big time in an incredible music game that Gandhi put together. Mm-hmm. We're going to see if she can redeem herself. Let's all root for her. Send her your positive vibes. We want her to win. That's the key. We don't want her to lose.
No.
Even though someone here in the room did say a few minutes ago, wouldn't it be really fun if she lost again today? I mean, no.
We won't say who that was, Nate.
I was going to say you did it in my voice, but it wasn't me.
Yeah. So let's get Jenna on, see how she does coming up.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce.
Hi, I'm Sam Smith.
This is BB Rexa.
With Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Let's go.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Yeah, get ready for Kesha. She'll be on to talk about everything about Kesha. She has her tour coming up with Scissor Sisters. Looking forward to hearing more about that. Also, let's see, we have a phone tap on the way. Let's get Jenna on. If you were with us yesterday, Jenna came on right around this time to play one of Gandhi's music games. I think it was songs that were hits 10 years ago is what the game was, right?
Yeah.
And Jenna, I don't know if you recall, but you didn't do very well.
I recall.
Poor Jenna.
The thing is
but good morning.
well, good morning. We loved your spirit. We loved you so much. As a matter of fact, we wanted to bring you back today to see if you could win something today. See? That's how much we love you.
That alone made my whole day. That you invited me back. I'm already thrilled to be here.
Okay, good. Well, the key is to win, though.
Yep.
I mean, some people say it's not really if you win or lose, it's how you play the game. No, it's you need to win is what this is.
I heard that buzzer in my sleep.
All right.
Oh, no.
Now, yeah, Scary was getting tired of hitting that buzzer. He hit it a lot with you yesterday.
Yeah. Sorry, Scary.
Do you remember exactly what happened? Why you didn't win that music game yesterday?
I think I'm just better with artists. I knew every single artist. The song names were just like not sticking in my brain.
Uh-oh.
But you knew the songs. They were familiar to you.
I have all of them. I own all of them.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, tell Jenna what we're doing today. Let's see if she can redeem herself.
So connections can be tricky because it could be the song, it could be something about the song, it could be the artist, but something about these 4 pieces of audio is a connection. So you just have to guess what that connection is.
What could go wrong, Jenna? It's right there in front of you. It's very simple. So these 4 pieces of sound have something in common. It may not be that they're songs. It could be who sang them, or it could be anything. The lyrics could lead you to a connection between the 4 pieces of sound. I don't know. So are you ready, Jenna? This is your connections. Listen closely.
I know when that hotline bling.
All we need is somebody to lean on. But I got a blank space, baby. And I'll write your name.
I'm thinking out loud.
All right. Those 4 pieces of sound.
They're all from 10 years ago.
Okay. Well.
And yesterday?
age.
Okay, so put that together in a sentence. What is your answer? What do those 4 pieces of sound have in common?
They're all 10 years old.
Okay, is that what we're looking for?
That's
I think
right.
There's more to it. But there's another connection with those 4 songs. Not only are they from 10 years ago, do you know what else is the connection?
I didn't get any of them right yesterday.
There you go.
Those are from yesterday. Gandhi found 4 of the 10 songs from yesterday and put them in that one connection. So the answer was there's songs that were hits 10 years ago, and they were all part of the contest yesterday.
Yeah, so I got that right.
You got it! She got it! Yay! Excellent thinking. Gandhi you thought you were going to flip her maybe a little bit. You were going to
I wasn't sure based on how she did yesterday, but I kind of wanted to toss her a softball there. So I'm glad you got it, Jenna, because that would have been real bad if you didn't.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
What do you have for our friend Jenna today?
Well, we have the full Elvis Duran apparel line. Thanks to Hackensack Meridian Health. How about that?
Why do we make it seem like the full apparel line, like there's sweatpants and a t-shirt and a jacket? Like, it's 2 things.
Okay, all right. I tried to make it sound big and glorious, and Danielle just crapped all over it.
Here's the thing. When the box comes, I get very excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the full apparel line. And then
But
you
it
open
is.
the box
That
and
is the full
and
apparel
you
line.
take out a shirt and a sweatshirt. I mean,
Danielle,
it's very nice. But
That's all we have. That's the full apparel line. That's all we have.
Sorry, you over here in your ivory tower with your Amazon boxes.
Jenna, I hope you enjoy that Elvis Duran Morning Show wardrobe that we're sending you.
In your size.
I'm very excited.
There you go. Well, no promises about the size thing. We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Well, Jenna, thank you. You did it. We may now release you into the wild. You may go live your life, and you've deserved a life too. So go. Get out of here. Anyway, we have some swag on the way, Jenna. Hold on 1 second, and thanks for listeing to us. That's great. That was a good idea.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm glad she got it. Thank God. Thank God.
All right. No, you have another connection for today, do you not?
I don't have another connection, but I have another audio game.
Oh, okay.
It's like a full audio game, though.
Maybe we'll get into that in a little bit. All right. We already did the 3 things. We need to, I guess, are we getting into the phone tap here? Taking a break? What are we doing?
Take a break there, Elvis.
Okay. We have a phone tap coming up, and you don't get anything. You don't win a full line of our apparel. You don't get any money. Just a phone tap. And we're, I guess, less than an hour away from Kesha, right around there?
Yeah, just about an hour.
All right. We can't wait to hear what she has to say. So hang on. Busy day today.
The Brooklyn Boys Podcast.
I want to read this next one because he gave us 2 stars out of 5. How's your corned beef? That's real good. Take another bite. Okay, well, what is his review of our podcast?
Abe77.
Yeah.
Abe says, stop eating during the podcast, dummies.
Listen to the Brooklyn Boys Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Don't answer the phone, Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
You're going to love this one. Dear Elvis Duran, I'm 16 years old. I love your show. I have my driver's permit, and my mom is very strict about who I drive with and where I go. I've been nothing but a good girl all my life, but I think my mom would flip out if she found out I borrowed my friend's car to meet my friends down the shore for the day. So here's what we'll do. Let's tell her I went for a car and had a little accident and watch her go nuts. Hope you like the idea from Samantha. All right, here's what we're going to do. Samantha's going to start the call, and then Danielle is going to play the part of a crazy lady who owns a garden that Samantha plows across.
That's it.
All right?
Uh-huh.
Let's listen in.
Good afternoon, Revolve Bank. This is Caroline. Have you heard about our free checking?
Hi, is Sandy there, please?
Can you hold on 1 second?
Sure.
Hello?
Mom?
Yeah.
I borrowed Josh's car, and I got lost going down to the beach, and I crashed into someone's garden, and
What?
she's freaking out. She just ran into the house to call the police.
Sam?
What?
What are you talking about?
She's calling the police, and I just wanted to call you first and tell you before they told you.
Where are you?
I crashed. I'm on the way to the beach. I don't even know where I am, Mom.
But you had to work at 1. It's 12 o'clock.
I know, but I don't have work. I lied to you, and I didn't know how to get there. He gave me.
You lied to me?
I'm sorry, Mom.
Wow. What do you want me to do for you now, Sam? Give me the lady on the phone.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to get her. Hold on. Oh, my God, Mom, I don't know what to do.
You're an idiot. It's my mom. It's my mom. Hold on.
Hello?
Miss?
Yes?
Okay, listen. I'm going to take care of this. I'm her mom.
Yeah?
And I'm going to take care of whatever just happened. I'm at work. I don't know what's going on. If you can just...
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on. We're in Asbury. I don't know what the hell she's thinking. She crashed into my garden. I have tomatoes growing. I have petunias growing. I have cucumbers growing. And I don't got anything anymore because she ruined it all.
Okay. Give me your address, miss, please.
I'm going to call the cops. You don't need to come down and get her.
Okay, miss, listen, I'm going to beg you now. My daughter did a terrible thing. She's a really good girl. She's a great student.
She's not a good girl.
Okay, but I'm going to take care of this. I really would love if you didn't call the cops. I will do anything you say.
Well, how about you come over and you plant the seeds for me?
Miss, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm asking. That's one way to resolve it. You come over.
I will do that. I'll make her do that.
No, not make her do that. You do that. Buy a shovel and get over here.
She made a big mistake. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have children for this reason.
Okay, well, I was trying to make it right, but if you need to call the police, then you do what you have to do. But I'm going to call the police too.
Mom, I really need you. She went into our house to get sweatpants. She wants me to freaking plant her garden. Should I just speed away now? She's in her house.
Get in that car and lock the door.
But I have her phone. I have to...
Leave the phone on the floor. Get in your car.
She wants me to go to ShopRite and buy all her
Sam,
stuff.
get in the car and pull out of there. You have lost everything that you've earned. You're not allowed out for the next 2 years. Asbury Park is a bad neighborhood. You're an idiot.
Okay, I'm in the car.
Okay, now I want you to drive away from that house.
It's not starting, Mom.
Your car's not starting? It's smashed?
I don't know. What's going on, Mom? Mom, what?
Call 911 right now.
Mom, okay, she just wants to talk to you. She just came to the car. She's...
Hello?
Yes?
Listen, we can settle this if she just goes to ShopRite and buys the seeds I need.
No, she can't go to ShopRite. She's calling 911.
I'm going to take her to ShopRite. She will buy all of the
No, do not take her to ShopRite.
She'll pick them up. She'll plant them. She'll be home by dinner time.
She's not getting in a car with a stranger.
I'm not a stranger. She ran over my garden. We know each other well now.
Can I talk to her?
Hold on. Take the phone. Talk to your mother.
Hello? Samantha?
What?
Do not get in her car.
Okay,
you understand?
Okay, I get it, but what do I do?
You call 911 right now.
Okay.
You got that?
Give me the phone. Mom.
What?
I got one more thing to tell you. Your daughter just phone tapped you.
Oh, my God. You're kidding. I'm going to tell my daughter.
I told you I was going to do it to you.
Oh, my God.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
This phone tap was pre-recorded with permission granted by all participants.
The Elvis Duran phone tap. Only on Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Rocket is giving every home one address, Rocket.com, a single seamless home ownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, even refinance your home. Visit Rocket.com, the new home for all things home ownership. Rocket, own the dream.
We can do it our way, and if love's just a game, then come and play. what they say. We can do it our way. And if love's just a game, then come and play. Aziza, meet me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza. Meet me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza.
I just want to tell you all, I've been listening for years and years and years. I hear all these people say, oh, I've been listening to you for years. I have not been listening to y'all for years. I've only been listening to y'all for about 2 months.
Wow.
But y'all have cracked me up, and I just thank y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
That's still crazy to me how people have been listening for 29 years. We've been around that long. And then we still get new people coming through the door, like her. I mean, I love that. So text us now. How long have you been listening to us? I just want to get a little general idea. Text us at 55100. I know. Let's go around the room. Kesha's coming on in a few minutes, by the way. I will tell you ahead of time, we had to edit her up a little bit. Kesha's got a potty mouth. I mean, almost as bad as Danielle's. Almost.
You know what? She really did give me a run for my money, I got to say.
She really did. So we're going to clean that up and have her on in just a few minutes. She's going out on tour. She'll be here in New York at the Garden, which is, wow. If you play the Garden, you've made it. So we love Kesha. She's out doing it on her own, and she's so proud of her work. And I want to hear her talk about it. You'll hear that in a few minutes. Let's go around the room. Oh, by the way, if you want to hear the full unedited Kesha video, it'll be on YouTube with all the cursing, everything. So I'll tell you how to watch that a little bit later on. All right, I'm going to start with you, Gandhi. What's on your mind today?
All right. One of my favorite quotes is from Bill Nye. He says, everybody you will ever meet knows something that you do not. And I learned that so much yesterday. And I think it's really important to just talk to people. When you are out and about and doing things, especially if you're in an environment where you don't know a ton of people, just talk to someone around you. And I bet you would be fascinated to find out what they know that you don't know. And I think it's a really good thing to just carry with you every day. Talk to people.
Well, who did you hang out with yesterday? What did you learn from them?
Oh, man, I learned so many things yesterday. I went to, it's like a weed speakeasy type place. But there are so many people down there, including artists who do glass blowing, and they made these pieces that are tens of thousands of dollars, and just what goes into marketing behind certain clothing brands, because there was a head of development for a really nice clothing brand there, and it was just fascinating. And Brandon said to me, because he was with me, I never would have learned any of that stuff if you weren't there, because you're so talkative. And I thought, man, talking to people is a very important thing to do. Just talk. Get to know someone. You'd be surprised.
I love that. Everyone has something to discover.
Yes.
I love that. Nate, what are you doing? What's on
Okay,
your mind?
so 160 years ago today, do you know what happened?
What?
Is that the Titanic?
No, that was not that long ago. Abraham Lincoln died. It would have been 160 years ago yesterday that he was assassinated in Ford's Theater by Elvis. Do you know who?
John Wilkes Booth.
Very good. Okay, so just to put this into perspective, John Wilkes Booth was an actor. That would have been like the equivalent of Matthew McConaughey assassinating the president today. People waking up and reading the headlines that this famous actor shot the president blew people's minds. So just put that into perspective. A very famous actor, I don't know, Timothy Chalamet.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Shooting somebody famous, that would have been the equivalent of back then John Wilkes Booth taking out the president. Just goes to show you how crazy this world is sometimes, right?
That's crazy.
By the way, the Titanic sank 113 years ago
1912.
today.
Yeah.
Today.
Wow. Today? Yeah. Great.
Well, back to you talking how the world is a crazy world today. They say, oh, God, the world's gotten crazy. Well, no, obviously it was crazy way back then, too. I mean...
Oh, my God.
I can't think of anything crazier than that. Famous actor taking out the
watch your
president?
mouth, Nate.
Oh, God, did I just jinx us?
Yeah.
This just in, Timothy Chalamet murdered someone.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, don't even.
Danielle, what's up with you today?
Oh my gosh, I just had a total brain fart because I was talking about the Titanic. I know what I wanted to talk about. So has anyone in here been to H Mart before?
No, what's that?
So it is an Asian store which sells a lot of Asian products, and The H Mart by me in the Paramus area. Oh my gosh. They have mochi nut donuts in the back, like a mochi
that sounds good.
nut home glazed waffle. Hold on. Toasted marshmallow. They have a Nutella one. I couldn't have that one because of the chocolate. But the toasted marshmallow one was amazing. They have like foods that they make just in there. The produce is insane. I was like a kid in a candy store. I have never been in an H Mart before, and I am absolutely obsessed. Scary, you would friggin' love it. And
I love the sound of it.
Oh
my
my
mouth
gosh.
is watering just thinking about it.
And you would love these mochi nut donuts. I never had one before, and they were delicious. So yeah, shout out to the H Mart. I'll be back.
All right, there's one near me right now. I'm
Yeah,
looking
see,
at.
you gotta go. You're gonna love it.
I'm going. I'm there.
Yep.
I'll meet you at the H Mart.
There you go.
What's up with you today? Scary.
So I'm trying to be true to my promise that I made to myself a couple of years ago, where I try to go to new places when we go on vacation and not the same 3 destinations over and over again. So I'm exploring Tenerife in the Canary Islands because they say that it's like one of the warmer places to go in late April. So I can't wait to do that. The only thing is I know absolutely nothing about it. I know there's a beach, I know there's nightlife, and I know the place I'm staying is going to have a pool.
Nice.
But I'm kind of a little nervous because I like to have the lay of the land, and I like to, quote, have a guy, boots on the ground. So if you know anybody in Tenerife that can make sure that I'm good, let me know. Get in touch. Because
That is the bougiest request I have ever heard.
I need a guy.
If you have a guy in Tenerife, let me know.
I need boots on the ground in Tenerife. If you would just help me out.
Oh
Well,
my
you know what?
gosh.
You know what? Asking you'll get. You know what? We have such a huge audience. Someone out there is going to be your guy. It is a bougie request. I'm going to Tenerife. Anyone?
I learned they're owned by Spain. I learned that.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, all right. All right. Well, let's help out Scary. But Scary, it's good to spread your wings and go do things that make you a little uncomfortable.
Out of
That's
the
good.
comfort zone for sure. Yeah. Not going to lie.
So good for you. We're very proud of you. Hey, producer Sam, what's up with you?
You know I love a pair of shoes so much if I buy it secondhand because I hate feet. But I love thrifting and I love these like used, Poshmark and Real and all these things. I got a new pair of shoes that everybody hates except for Abby, and that's how I know they are awesome. And I bought them secondhand, which I agree is kind of gross, but I don't care. I love them. And I would not have bought them full price, so I encourage...
Those are cool.
Abby and Elvis. Good, I've got 2.
I told you they were cute this morning.
You said cute for me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Wow.
Danielle, I did say that.
Danielle, I know what that means. But
Danielle.
Sam and I have a love-hate with our shoes for each other.
I encourage everyone to go shop secondhand or thrift because you're doing your wallet and the environment a favor, and you might be able to buy something you couldn't buy at full price. It's great.
So those, I guess, shoes wouldn't be secondhand; they'd be second foot.
I can't stand it.
I don't know if I could wear someone else's shoes if their stinky feet's been in. That's kind of freaking me out.
I know. I alcohol swabbed it and told myself, we're all good now. We're fine.
All right. Did everyone go? I think we went around the room with everyone. I think we're good. Danielle.
Yes.
It's your turn.
All right. So, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars are still on top. Die with a Smile just scored a 16th week at number 1 on the Billboard Global 200. So, congratulations to them. Charlie XCX. Was she shading Green Day while attending a Coachella after party? So, she shared a photo online that showed her dressed up to party in a white mini dress and a silk sash that read, Miss Should Be Headliner. So now everybody's thinking, did she take a little swipe at Green Day because they were actually the headliners? And does she think she should be a headliner? And that made a lot of fans, of course, take the social and discuss it. A lot of them thinking, yeah, she should be the headliner. So there you go. Billie Eilish, she was talking to Vogue magazine. She was answering questions from her peers like Charlie XCX, Sabrina Carpenter, Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj's question at one point hinted that she thought Billie might be a bit uncomfortable with how beautiful she was. And it made Billie Eilish really open up. And she said, Nicki, this question made me tear up. I've never really felt very beautiful or seen myself in that way. She says, I've really had to convince myself that I am beautiful. And then she said, being a woman is hard. Every time I see Billie Eilish, she is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So she definitely needs to think that about herself. So Lil Nas X, I talked about this morning, and he has lost control of the right side of his face. He has paralysis going on. He's in the hospital right now. He did take to social. He was joking about it. He was laughing. He said, please don't be sad for me. Shake your ass for me instead. We don't know what's going on. I mean, there's a lot of things it could be. It could be Bell's palsy. It could be Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. We don't know. They're probably doing a lot of testing right now, so we will find out. But our best is going out to Lil Nas X. So if you watched yesterday, I know a lot of us did. People like Katy Perry, Gayle King, Jeff Bezos' fiance Lauren Sanchez successfully completed their space flight yesterday. It was 10 minutes long. They flew to an altitude of 62 miles, just above what's called the Kármán line, which is the edge of the Earth's atmosphere. We did get to see inside the capsule. We got to see them flying around when there was zero gravity and everything. And after touching back down, Katy said that she felt super connected to love. She said that during the flight, she sang What a Wonderful World instead of one of her own songs because she was thinking of Uncle Johnny. No, she didn't say that part, but I just added that. And she said, this is not about us. It's not about me. She said it's about the collective energy and a mirror. It's the benefit of the earth, and it's about all of us together. So there you go. What are we watching? We've got... Oh, actually, no, I got one more thing for you. The Hollywood Reporter put together a list of some of the most memorable food moments in movies. And I will give you the top 5, and you see if you agree. Number 5 was Ratatouille. The moment when the food critic takes a bite out of Remy the rat's ratatouille dish.
I love that.
Number 4 was Elf. Buddy the Elf's breakfast of spaghetti, lots of syrup, chocolate syrup, marshmallows, and crushed Pop-Tarts. Remember that one? Yeah. Number 3 was Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson's Royale with cheese line. Also, Lady and the Tramp was number 2, the classic spaghetti and meatball scene. Of course, who can forget that? And they say number 1. What do you think number 1 is?
When Harry Met Sally.
There you go. When Harry Met Sally, the whole I'll have what she's having scene. You know that whole scene. If you don't, just Google it. Now, what are we watching? Let's see. The Carters Hurts to Love You on Paramount Plus. It's a 2-part documentary about Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys and his brother Aaron, who unfortunately has passed away. Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. Tim Dillon, I'm Your Mother on Netflix. And all of your FBI shows. And just for Scotty, The Cleaning Ladies on tonight. And that is my Danielle report.
So I heard someone having a conversation somewhere, I don't know, Instagram, somewhere, TikTok. What is something you would never buy, even if it was discounted by 99.99%?
Oh.
Something you would never purchase.
Oh.
Ever.
Okay.
Fur.
Yeah, definitely
Okay, fur.
Mhm.
Meth. Yeah, meth.
Yeah, meth. I don't know.
Let's see what else is on.
An Apple Watch.
You can flip it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Because I don't wear watches. I'll never,
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay.
I'm with you, Scary. I'm with you on that one. Used underwear's on this list. Let's see.
Oh.
A trip down below to see the wreck of the Titanic. Don't want to go do that.
No, thank you.
Black licorice. I'll never buy that. But here's one that I find interesting. You see these on Instagram and TikTok a lot. These influencers, well, they in one way or another, get rich scheme influencers. They're like 18 years old and they're living in a $45 million house.
Yeah.
With 15 Lamborghinis and out front. Is that real?
No.
No, they rent a lot of that
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. I'm so sick of social media because a picture says 1,000 words, but not truthful words.
Right.
It just gives you nonsense all the time.
And there's this one guy. He seems like a nice guy. He bought a plane. He says he bought a plane.
Mm-hmm.
He sends his mom and dad around the world, bought them a house. I don't know.
How does he make his money? Does he say how he made it?
Well, some people have this thing where they sell items online that they don't have in a warehouse. They're like a middleman salesperson.
Like drop shipping stuff?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know how you're going to buy a $45 million house off that, but maybe I'm wrong. Am I in the wrong business? Are we doing the wrong thing?
Clearly. I think for every one of those people that is actually doing something like that, there are 50 that lie and say they are just so that they get the clicks and engagement online. Because that's how they're planning to make their money, is from their social media profile.
Okay, but let's say you do send them, money and they send you their get rich kit. What is that? What has anyone done? I want to hear from you if you've done it.
You should do it, Elvis.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to buy one of these things unless I know what it is.
Well, you might get rich.
Well, I know, but doing what?
Let's find out. I'll chip in.
Okay, I tell you what.
$600 for this pamphlet.
Seriously,
that's how they get rich by you buying the pamphlet.
That's what it is. They get rich trying to make me think they're going to make me rich.
Yes. It's a scam.
And because there's always like the little line on the bottom that says, you may not get rich from this. You got to follow every single thing. Blah, blah, blah,
okay,
blah, blah.
I'll give you another example. Danielle Gandhi. That Irish kid. He has a bodyguard with him everywhere he goes, and he gets into fights with people. Jack something.
Oh, yeah. He's got such a punchable face. Doherty?
He is. Yeah, Jack Doherty. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh.
How did he get all that money?
He was a streamer, wasn't he? And like a gamer and did a lot of stuff online.
Is that where he got the money?
Yeah, I think he did.
The other day, there's a video of him hanging out with these 10 really hot chicks, as he called them. He paid them to come over just to hang out with him.
Wow. Well, if you can do that.
And as they were leaving, he was giving them an envelope, I guess cash. Thanks for coming by.
Wow.
Which I don't know, but he has all that money. He's got mansions. He's got bodyguards with him, and he's always rolling video and beating people up or having them beat up. Remember, I think he totaled his Lambo.
Yes. He got in a really bad car accident.
While he was live, he was on live. I don't know. It's
Yeah, so he started as a kick streamer and YouTuber.
okay.
Yeah. Performs stunts and pranks, if you want to call
Well, they say
it
he
that.
makes $10 million a year. Doing what?
He
What's
might
doing
actually
now?
make that money, though.
A
But
lot of
doing
these
what now?
streamers do make a lot of money.
Just streaming? That's it? Well, we're streaming right now, aren't we? Where's our $10 million?
Ours is different. We don't make people pay to listen to us. We should.
Right.
But we don't do that.
Yeah, okay. All right, just wondering. Okay, so the question was, what would you buy, even if it was discounted 99.99%?
What would we or what wouldn't we?
Would you not buy Crocs? I would buy Crocs. I would get those.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely Crocs.
All right. Text me on that at 55100. Also, people are texting in to let us know how long they've been listening. A lot of people have been listening since the very beginning, 29 years ago?
Damn.
A lot of people just now starting to listen to us right now. There are people listening to us right now for the very first time. Hi. Welcome.
Hello.
Come
Thanks
on
for being
in.
Here.
How do I describe what we're doing here to you?
You don't.
A stream of consciousness. You'll hear it.
Yeah, you're hearing it now. If you just turned us on for the very first time, you're wondering, what are these guys about? I really have no answer. What is our answer?
Who are these people?
We
Who are
try
these people?
we try to entertain you.
By doing what? Talking about trying to entertain you.
Yeah.
It's the same as those people selling you their kits to get rich.
Yeah.
They're getting rich by selling you kits to make you rich.
Yes. It's genius.
Okay, so welcome to the party. Okay, Kesha. We got to talk about Kesha. We invited Kesha up here, and we talked about all sorts of great things with her. The reason why I'm being transparent, letting you know she's not live today, is because producer Sam, had to go back and really edit a lot of stuff in this interview because Kesha just speaks how Kesha speaks. She doesn't think about what could happen to our show if, the F word slipped out 55 times. Even the name of her tour. I'm not even quite sure we can say the name of the tour on the show.
Really?
Can we?
No. Nope.
Boobs Out. It's the Boobs Out tour,
Yeah,
right?
the Boobs Out tour.
Well, that's not what it's called, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, we got to get Kesha in here in just a second. But what's your favorite Kesha song? We played one earlier for Danielle. What else you got?
Oh, I'm really liking her new one, Yippee Ki-Yay.
Oh, yeah, we played that a few minutes ago. That's a good one.
Shoot.
Who we are.
Oh, okay. Let's play that. Scary. Push the button. We are who we are. Kesha. Is Kesha coming on next? Are we playing this thing next?
Yeah.
The edited Kesha coming up next.
And dangerous. If you're one of us, then roll with us.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Guy Fieri is here, and one of my favorite conversations about diners, drive-ins, and dives is how the show's put together.
Oh, you mean with duct tape and a stick, baling wire?
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Rocket is giving every home one address, Rocket.com, a single seamless home ownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, even refinance your home. Visit Rocket.com, the new home for all things home ownership. Rocket, own the dream.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Kesha just rolled in. Hi, Kesha. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay.
We have so much to talk about.
So much is happening.
Okay, so let's start with the fact that last time you sat in this chair and we talked, you talked about this weird museum in California with a man's skull in a box.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still have the skull?
Oh, I didn't have the skull.
Did you? I thought you
that's
stole
illegal.
it.
No, I didn't steal it. I got to see the dead man's head in the box, though, which was kind of wild. People are wild.
I totally thought it was like an Indiana Jones situation where she smuggled it out and now she had an artifact.
I mean, I would, but
Okay.
I don't know what kind of karma that brings.
I don't know.
Terrible.
That was the last conversation. Let's pick it up from there.
Okay,
shall we?
great. A lot has happened.
Okay, and a lot will happen in the next several moments. Okay, let's talk about the upcoming studio album.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, let's talk about your tour this summer with Scissor Sisters, who I love.
Let's.
It's the Out Tour.
It's the Out Tour.
Yeah,
Yes.
baby.
And we're going to take, I'm going to take my out. I can't speak for everybody.
That's a reason to
but
go.
mine are coming out.
Great. My
honey.
20-year-old's going to be like, Ma, can you get me tickets? Front and center.
Exactly. I mean, this show has everything. You got the Scissor Sisters, you got your out.
Yeah.
I hear they're serving hot dogs.
Oh, yeah. And
Free ones.
Free.
Let's go.
Well, wait,
Yeah,
where
free
did you-
hot dogs.
Where'd you read that?
Right here on the bio.
If it's in the bio, it's got to
if
be
it's
true.
in the bio, then I guess there's free hot
All
dogs.
right.
Yeah.
As you were coming into the building, a friend of mine down the hall ran up the hall and said, "There's this crazy dressed lady downstairs taking pictures with people." I went, "Oh, Kesha's here." You always wear the best wardrobe.
Yes.
You always look so fun.
Thanks.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
Go
today
ahead.
I woke up and I was like, all right, team, we're going to go really like casual. I just don't know how, okay? I don't know how or why anyone would. I don't know how to do it.
It's beautiful. It always is.
Yeah.
You're a walking piece of art, and
Thank you.
that's all that matters.
Oh my God.
So, which makes me think about back in the day when you'd have the stylist come in to like work you and do your stuff.
Yeah.
There was a story you told a long time ago about this Michael Jackson event in London you went to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it was like one of my first red carpets, and I was going to see the Michael Jackson documentary, and it was this big premiere. And the stylist came and she showed me this dress, and it was just like such a basic bitch dress. I was like, you think I'm a basic bitch? But like, all right. And she was like, you can have one of these two basic dresses. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll take the purple basic one. And then I'm like, you can go now. And then I called my booty call. We had fun for like an hour. And then I was like, all right, now I got the moxie. Give me the t-shirt. And so I throw a t-shirt on top of this like basic bitch dress, and it's like an iconic photo now.
It's everywhere.
Wow.
And nobody knows that that's like just got laid hair.
Look at that. Now we do.
Love it.
Never before told, except for that other time. All right, okay, let's get to work. Oh, by the way, can we play this T-Pain sound?
Yeah.
Because of course he's on the single with you with Yippee-Ki-Yay.
We love T-Pain.
So he recorded his part of the song on Twitch. Did you know
He
this?
did? I didn't know that.
It's right here. This is what we have.
Let's go.
Will they hear this?
I just put up to the bar in a brand new one. That bitch only cost a couple grand. Yeah, I'm about to slide some melody in there. Did you
know this was going on?
No.
Boop.
You didn't even hear that. I love him, by the way.
What a crazy bastard. I love him. He's just doing that in front of everybody. That's beautiful.
You know, he's always been really famous for his auto-tune, this and that, but off of auto-tune, he's got a great voice.
Oh, he's a genius. He's hilarious. He's a great voice. He's so kind. I stan T-Pain.
Let's all stand for T-Pain.
Let's all
Wasn't he the first
stand.
winner for the Masked Singer?
Well, I stand him and I stand for him.
Wasn't he the first winner for the Masked Singer? T-Pain?
I think he
He
was.
was the monster, wasn't he? The monster? I think so. And because he had an amazing voice.
Okay, so when's the album coming out, though? The whole album?
The album is coming out on July 4th, Independence Day, baby.
Okay.
Oh, I like
all right.
that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the tour. So Out with Scissor Sisters,
Yes.
which is, I love them. I've always loved them.
Me too.
I know. So it's called the Out Tour.
Or you can call it Tatas Out if
Okay.
you must
that's
on
better.
radio.
Tatas
Okay.
out.
You can use a medical term though, so we could call it the breasts out tour
Yeah.
Oh,
and make it
God.
weird.
Because we can say
really
penis. We can say penis because it's the medical term.
Well, let's change the name. Penis Out Tour.
I bet you there'll be a lot of them.
Done deal. Well, how fun, though. I mean, are you ready for a summer of all that work?
I'm the CEO of my own record label.
Mhm.
I produced and I wrote and I sang every song on this album. I have full and complete artistic and creative control for the first time in my life. I am 38 years old, and I've been doing this since I was like 8 years old. So it has taken me this long to actually be in control of what I put out, and the image and everything, the voice, everything it's all up to me. And so, yes, I'm ready.
There she goes.
How good does it feel?
It's it feels like I have been like battling for this moment. Like my life depended on it for my whole life, because I kind of have been. So it feels really good. It's like taking some getting used to be
Right.
like, I am the boss of everything.
I'm excited for you.
I'm really excited.
And-
You have to come.
Well, and
Penis out.
Penis out.
I can't wait for the T-shirt.
That's how it usually works.
The merch.
I will say this. A lot of people are listening to this right now, hearing you, and they know your story, obviously. And they're like, in their lives, they're thinking, well, if she can do it, I should try to do it. Someone who's living this life, listening to this right now, where they are held back for whatever reason, or they're holding themselves back for whatever reason, no one can make the decision for you. No one can fix that except for yourself. And it can be a long, drawn-out battle, or just start working on it right now,
Yeah, I mean, it's just listening to yourself. For me, it's like listening to what feels right and like trusting yourself in little ways. And you have the right to like be exactly who you are today, and you should fight for that person
Absolutely.
to feel free.
Give yourself permission to be in charge of yourself.
Yeah.
You got to actually give yourself permission, and you got to let yourself off the hook with a lot of
Yeah, you
crap
might
that
do
goes
it
on.
messy. Like it might be kind of messy. I look back at my career sometimes and I'm like, oh my God. I look at some red carpet pictures and I just am like, wow, that lives on the internet forever.
Everything lives forever
Okay,
now.
nothing you can do about that now.
There's
it's done.
nothing I can and like there are some days I wish there was somebody I could pay to really wipe that internet.
No, you can't. Because that's a part of you. What are you showing?
That's the picture of the just laid.
Oh my God, that's the just laid.
Oh my
That
God.
is.
It's like
Everyone thought my hair was like it's a vibe. That was like I was getting laid a lot.
Well, good for you. It's that something about Mary hairdo. Remember that? Do you remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it right there.
So we were talking about everything living forever, and you've said that when you write a song, it's like a piece of you becomes immortal. It
Yeah.
stays there forever, a moment in your life. Looking back at a very long career, are there immortalized moments of your life that you're like, you know what, damn it, I would like to delete that one?
God. Oh.
Other than red
God.
carpet photos.
Oh no, they're like beyond. There are years that I'm like, wow, you shouldn't have left the house. But like, what are you gonna? What am I gonna do? I think that's part of like the growth and growing is also acceptance. Like that's why I'm just fine if it's a little messy because life is messy, and I'm just here for like, I'm here to be authentic. I'm not trying to play like I have it all figured out. But I just think the most radical thing we can do is love ourselves and love each other. When we have no control over anything else that's happening out there, I think that's the most like political, radical thing we can do. And that includes the pictures that I hate of myself, the songs that I cringe at. Oh my God, there are songs I've put out that I
Like
cringe
what?
at. No. They're there. You can hear them, but let's
Okay.
not draw specific attention to
I'll
them.
go listen to your entire catalog and figure out
Will
which
you
ones you
perform
hate.
them?
Yeah,
Or
I
are
was
you
gonna
like, no,
say.
I hate them so much I don't even perform those songs anymore?
I don't know. That's a fun exercise. Maybe I'll like try. There are some songs that I really have a hard time with that I am gonna perform on this tour because I'm doing an act of service for the audience. I am wanting them to have the best night of their life every single night. Like I'm playing MSG for the first time in my career.
Wait, hold on. You got the garden?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Right? And like I want to go in there with I just want it to be such a safe space for people to come, be full of love. I want to play the songs you want to hear. I want to have fun, and I want it to be like a beautiful, healing couple of hours in a world full of chaos.
What if you revamped some of the songs? Like, if you had a negative reaction to it, but you revamped it a little bit and made it like more your own now?
Well, that's kind of what I'm doing. Not to like give any like hot secrets away, but that's exactly it.
Sorry.
Thanks, Danielle. Thanks for messing that up for everyone. Spoiler alert.
Well, but speaking of revamping songs, how quickly did you get in the studio and change the line about P. Diddy? Because that seemed like it happened overnight.
Oh my God. Well, that I actually changed that in the 2023 tour. I was paying attention and was like, absolutely not.
Okay.
And I in good conscience can't say anything positive.
Good
that
decision.
may
Good for you,
in the same sentence. So it was way before. It was before we have all the information we have now. But yeah, I was
Okay.
like, absolutely not.
I love that you're loving Gaga's album.
I'm obsessed with her. I love her so much. She gives me so much hope and light, and she's the coolest.
I'm sure she'd say the same about you.
No, she's cooler.
I want to do a reach around. I'm going to go back to something we talked about a second ago. You see these photos of you in the past, this and that. We saw a play, and part of the premise was these bots had the ability to go back and erase whatever they wanted to erase out of their memory. Would you want to do that? Or do you find that these missteps or whatever are such an important part of who you have become? You got to keep them in there.
Okay, well, so here's the tea. I actually just wrote a song about this recently. It's not on the new record. It's not even done, but it's called Idiot Shivers. And it's like, that's what I call when I give myself the like cringy idiot shivers, where you're like, wow, you're being kind of an idiot right now, to the point where you're getting chills all over your own body about the way you're acting.
Wow. It physically changes you.
You don't have any of these moments where you're like, oh, yikes.
No, because I regret nothing.
Really?
Look at me.
You don't wear like wild, well, maybe you do in your off time.
Yeah.
Do you wear like wild style things?
Sometimes.
And see pictures of it and you're like, that's not my angle.
Of course. No,
okay, great.
When I lost all my weight,
Yeah.
I used to dress like a 15-year-old.
And he was platinum blonde.
I was a platinum blonde. I walked in, my husband looked at me and said, "You're platinum blonde." I mean, yeah, he said, "You look like a hoa." It's from Staten Island. But I had those moments, but I don't regret those because I needed to go through that. I that's a part of my fiber. That's my being.
Yeah.
You got to have these embarrassing, effed up things in your life.
Well, they give you character.
So would you want to erase those?
Would I want to erase them? Let me think about it. No, I don't want to erase it. You're right, because like I think the greatest sin of all is being a basic bitch. And I am not that.
No, you're not.
And I have photographic evidence of it.
There's proof. Exhibit A, Your Honor. Of course, Kesha's here. If you missed the beginning of this, you can always listen to us on the iHeartRadio app. Now, let's talk about the rest of the album. What else is... Like, where are you taking us? What ride at the amusement park are we riding?
Well, it's so weird. I was listening to the album as I was coming here, but I was like listening to my own song, thinking about how it helps me get back to the truest form of myself. So I wanted to capture what it sounds like to be someone who has gone through some shit and is coming back home to themselves and harnessing their power. Like, everybody knows what I've been through. You can Google it. Anybody can go find out what I've been through. Like, I can't hide from the fact that I've been through some stuff. But to put it out into the world and hear somebody who's been through what I've been through, like really feeling themselves and being in their power and being in their confidence, like I pray that gives other people power and confidence.
That's what I'm loving about people who are listening to this right now. And you know what? This is nothing to be taken lightly. This is a heavy, heavy thing you just said about this album, about this work. This could be, I'm just guessing, this could be the most major moment of your life, this album.
Yeah.
Because it represents like a total douching of the BS.
Yes, and like coming back home to myself.
But you know what? That BS is always going to be a part of your life, though.
Yeah.
So if you could erase any of this BS, you maybe still need to keep it in there because it makes you who you are.
Well, it does. It makes you stronger and it gives you empathy. I feel like the people who have gone through the most stuff have so much empathy. And we're all human having this human experience. And we're not alone and we all feel alone and we're disconnected. So I hope this album is like a really beautiful spot of joy and healing and confidence. And I just want to make people really feel themselves, no matter what you've been through.
There's so many people who can't do that. They just can't let loose. What you're doing and what you are going to give us on this album is from a very personal place. And I'm assuming most artists are trying to come from a very personal place. But Joe Jonas or Jackson or whatever down the hallway, they don't...
You don't like Joe Jonas?
Okay, can we... I was just trying to come up with a name, and for some reason, Joe Jonas. This statement has nothing to do with Joe Jonas.
We love Joe Jonas in this house.
Let's just say Joe Smith down the street may be going through a lot of crap, but he can't release it. He can't let it go like that. And can you imagine being a person who can't do that?
Well, so this is the tea.
Give me the tea.
Okay, so I've been going to this hippie commune and teaching songwriting, and also gave a TED Talk last year about the alchemy of pop. So pop is my form of art and my form of expression, but I now am going back and teaching people how to write songs because I cannot imagine not having an outlet. I would explode. Like, fashion is an outlet, cooking is an outlet, talking, poetry, playing music, whatever it is, painting. But I think it's so important to have that outlet. And as someone who did not have the rights to my own outlet, for 20 years, I beg of you, don't take that for granted. Like, you have these emotions inside of you, and if you express them, it's just going to connect you to other people. Literally, whatever your body is telling you to, however it's supposed to come out of you, just let it come. And the hard part is you feel really stupid sometimes. That's why I wouldn't erase the stupid pictures, is because in that moment, that was my outlet. I put a mullet on and walked down a red carpet and thought I was so funny, and those pictures are horrifying. But like, in that moment, my expression was joy and like humor. And I look really stupid.
You don't.
No, I do. Oh, I do.
You think you do. I think you look
It's
great.
confirmed. But science backs this. But like, I think it's really important to like encourage people to express themselves, which is exactly why I'm excited to go on tour this summer.
Excellent. So, out tour.
Come express yourself.
Take your penis out.
Take your penis out. Or don't. And I think I'm also going to have like a color code. I haven't got it together yet, but I've partnered up with Field, which is a dating app. And I think it's really hard for people to connect these days because we're all on our phones, right? So you can come, and depending on like what color you wear, you're like looking for a different kind of thing. Like, I'm thinking,
I've heard of these parties.
Oh.
I like it.
But like red, if you wear red, it means you're like single and curious. Or if you're like white, you're like maybe around for a cuddle. And if you're black, you're like, don't touch me. And and we'll figure out the actual like color coding.
That's so cool.
But I want to give people a place to connect too, because I think connection is so important.
We have a lot of work to do before this tour kicks off. You
yeah.
got to get the wieners for the hot dogs.
Yes.
You got to come up with a color code system.
I
and
know.
Find a nice pamphlet to share it with people.
I know.
A handout.
I have a question about the dating app stuff.
Yeah, go.
So, are you someone who has used dating apps?
Oh, yeah, it's a trash pit.
It is. It can be a trash pit.
Oh my god!
So how did that work out for you?
Really bad. But I like this app because you can go and just be like authentic about what you're into and what you want. Like, I genuinely want. Not sorry. I want a sugar daddy to fly me around on his plane.
So does he.
And amazing.
Yeah.
But I want to just like be on a yacht. I want him to be like, which color do you want, baby? And I want to be like, I want both. I want the pink one and the blue one. And him be like, oh, good. You should have them both. Go lay on your yacht, you princess. Yes.
You don't get it if you don't ask for it.
So that's what you're going to match with,
So
a
that's
millionaire.
what I've put on my Field app. And I'm just going to see if the universe is going to deliver me the pink and blue yacht or not this summer. But I'm really hoping it does.
If you need someone to help you with that, just talk to my husband. He found one.
Oh my God. Do you give him yachts?
He's got yachts. He's got one in every color.
What a dream.
If you play your cards right,
It
Kesha,
is.
you too can be married to him.
Let's go.
All right, we got to play some music. This is from the upcoming album, which is coming out July 4th. What's the name of the album?
Period.
What? As in a dance?
No, it's period.
Oh, period. Oh,
Period.
period.
But it's actually just a period.
This is a dot.
It's a dot, baby.
Okay. It means everything,
It means
actually.
everything. And I don't need to explain it because it's a period.
Okay. Yippee-ki-yay. You and the incredible T-Pain.
Oh, we love
you, Kesha. You come back anytime you want.
Ever wondered what we look like?
Do you think I look inbred?
I do. Follow us on Instagram at Elvis Duran Show. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
What's my name?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hey, I got to tell you, a lot of great response from our conversation with Kesha. Kesha, you know what? She's been through the ringer. She's been through hell and back, or been to hell and back. And
yeah.
I love how she talked about it. And she talks about how empowered she is now, how she's feeling great about her future, her tour, her album, everything. So Kesha is in the right place. I love hearing her talk about that. It was great to have her here. What do you think of Kesha? Feel free to text us at 55100. Today's April 15th. It's tax day. Of course, tax day today versus years ago, it's a different thing. You can file electronically and you're done, right? Yep. Remember, it used to be you had to get to the post office and have it postmarked by 5 p.m. And there was a rush to the post office. As a matter of fact, here at Z100 in New York, we had people on the steps, and we had of the big post office, and we had bits going on, and we were giving away money to people running up to pay their taxes, and that's so different. We don't use it like that anymore. Are there people that still mail them in?
I'm sure my dad does.
Yeah.
Right. Is he running to the post office today before closing time?
He might be. I'll have to ask him.
Wait, Scotty, are you one of the people that files at the post office?
I'm not, but I just had to drop a package off yesterday, and there was a massive line because everyone had to get everything postmarked, and I couldn't even drop off my package. I was so angry.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty.
My God,
Not
another
Scotty,
thing that
angry.
makes him angry.
They need to have just a package drop off. You don't have to wait online for that. Just
Oh
drop
my
it off.
God, yell at them, not us.
Sorry.
Here he goes. Kid, get off my line.
These wacky people at the newfangled post office.
This would never have
If only
happened.
they had a person who dedicated their career to taking my package.
That's right. That's my next
You're
job.
in a line over here for people who have filing their taxes. Over there. This is the package line. Get out! Go on!
That's Scotty's inner dialogue.
Truly.
Oh my God, I just enjoyed a bite of Gandhi's peanut butter toast. Here's his inner dialogue.
What? Don't call it that! It's not peanut butter toast! Damn you!
But
right.
you know what
You
he
get-
doesn't have a problem with?
What?
Garlic bread is fine.
Yeah, that's what it's always
but
been.
peanut butter toast is not allowed.
It's so
Cheesy
weird.
bread is fine. Cheese bread, fine. But no, you can't say peanut butter toast.
No.
But if you say garlic bread, you can say peanut butter toast.
No, that's a spread that you put on it.
Oh, please.
Get out of here.
All right,
Then that
okay.
would be garlic spreaded toast.
Yes.
Garlic isn't a spread.
There's garlic spread. A lot of the toast puts garlic spread on
I
it.
can't. I'm gonna have a stroke. I can't.
Okay.
You're gonna give us
Wait.
a stroke.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's go back into Scotty B's brain.
No!
It's so true though.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now. I can't.
I'm drowning in my sweat!
Oh, Scotty. All right, we got to do the Danielle report. We got to do some sound, right? Or what time is it? I'm looking at the wrong segment here. Hold on a second.
Got it.
I'll take all that back. Hey, I do have a phone call. Okay, so earlier in the morning, I don't even know why Danielle talked about someone whipping their penis out.
Oh, that was during the Kesha interview.
Oh, during the Kesha interview. Okay. Anthony was driving up in the Bronx, listening to the Kesha interview, and heard you use the term penis out.
Oh.
Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Well, I'm glad you're checking in from the boogie down, as they say,
Yep.
or as they
Yes,
used to say.
indeed.
So, as Danielle said the words "penis out," what did you see while driving through the Bronx?
Well, it was actually Kesha that said penis out. You guys were talking about the tour with her.
Okay.
And just as she said the words penis out, there was some random guy standing at the entrance to the southbound Major Deegan from Yankee Stadium with his penis out.
So,
Do you think he was listening?
Do you feel as if our
was like-
dialogue created that situation?
It was like perfect timing. And this random guy standing at the top of the entrance ramp, like I said, he had his pants down, wrapped around his thigh area, and his everything was out for the world to see.
There you
go.
So I don't know about you, but I don't know. I have a feeling that Anthony's going to have a day full of penises. It just seems like it just started out that way.
Oh boy, what a way to start the day.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Let us know if you see any more. Yours doesn't count. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Thanks for listening to us. Yeah, look at that.
Guys, I'm a huge fan of the show, but listening to ages, and you guys get me through the day. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling in and talking about penises. I don't know.
It's always good.
Yeah, you're going to see that in almost any city USA. It's not just a New York thing.
Oh, no.
All right, let's get into Danielle. Is it Danielle? I'm still turning around.
Oh, yeah? Sure. Yep. Oh,
Danielle.
okay. Well, I'm not ready.
We do Danielle. We do some sound with Garrett.
Got it.
And there you go. Maybe we'll tune into Scotty B's inner dialogue a little more.
Oh, okay.
He's very angry. Very, very angry. Oh, we have to thank Food Boss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we do. Certainly do.
so
So
good.
the food boss from TikTok, he's there. He basically came up here and he's cooking for us. He's that silverhead Guido from Staten Island that's always like yelling at his son. And yeah, he's got like...
Wait, is that how he wants to be referred?
Oh, he knows. He knows what, yeah. He's the best.
Okay.
Anyway, he does all those crazy TikTok videos of cooking. He's got like a 1.5 million on TikTok. But anyway, he basically brought in some catered food from his catering hall, Ariana's, and it's phenomenal. The line is down around the hall. All the radio stations. He's feeding all the radio stations today.
Oh, cool.
And it was a great thing. So I don't know what you guys ate and enjoyed.
Oh, the pasta, the spicy rigatoni pasta. Oh my gosh, so good.
Excellent.
skirt steak was great. That's my favorite.
God, you got everything. Some veal in there.
Oh yeah, the veal on the
Gandhi,
bone.
what did you love?
I like the shrimp oreganata. It was really
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
Eggplant
Yeah.
bologna too.
The eggplant.
Oh,
Scary could go on and on. Scary. The veal, it's on the bone.
Oh, he also has these jarred garlics and sauces. So he's got a few of those. I don't know if there's any left. But thefoodboss.com.
Yeah, go to thefoodboss.com, and he likes to be referred to as the white-haired Guido. All right, Danielle. It's all you, Danielle.
All right, so we talked a little bit about this before. Katy Perry, Gayle King, Jeff Bezos' fiance, Lauren Sanchez, and some others successfully completing their space flight yesterday. Look, they are getting a little backlash. A lot of people, think it's just a bunch of rich people or celebrities going up there and doing their thing, and they didn't do much. 10 minutes long, flew to an altitude of 62 miles and just above what's called the Kármán line, which is the edge of the Earth's atmosphere. And it was an all-female flight. And you've seen footage of it by now. I don't know what you think about it, but hey, I guess if any of us were given the opportunity, a lot of us would have said yes as well and taken that opportunity to do it. Our best is going out to Lil Nas X today because he is in the hospital. He lost control of the right side of his face. He has paralysis there. Now they're doing some testing, try and figure out what's going on. He said, stop feeling sad for me. He said, shake your ass for me instead. It could be Bell's palsy, could be Ramsay Hunt syndrome, which is what Justin Bieber had. Could be a lot of things. So our best going out to him today. He is in good spirits in the hospital. He was laughing and he was posting on social. So the semi-biographical stage musical of TLC is supposed to debut next summer. The show is named after their album Crazy Sexy Cool, and it will feature songs like No Scrubs, Waterfalls. So I will keep you posted when we get more information on that. Jack Black made a surprise visit to a screening of the Minecraft movie at a theater in Los Angeles over the weekend, and he warned kids not to throw popcorn during that chicken jockey scene. But here's the deal. The popcorn's really not the problem. The problem is the slushies that people are going home with in their hair, people bringing a chicken into the actual theater. Those are really the problems that they're having. Popcorn, you can clean that up easily. But anyway, let's not throw anything and just go and enjoy the movie. Post Malone is so excited. He loves his country music, and he's doing so well in the country world that during a private party ahead of his Coachella set, he revealed that he is still in that Nashville community. He's been making trips there to work on country album number 2. He's got 35 songs, and he just has to pick which ones are good and which ones, suck. And then he'll figure out which ones he's putting on the album. So we'll see. And Sheryl Crow and Leanne Rimes are stepping into the voice spotlight as this season's mega mentors just in time for the playoffs, which kicks off April 28th. Sheryl Crow will team up with Kelsey Ballerini and Michael Bublé, while John Legend and Adam Levine will take Rimes' team. So that will be cool. And, the voice airs Mondays at 8 p.m. on NBC. And what are we watching? The Carters Hurts to Love You on Paramount Plus. That is a 2-part documentary about Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys and his brother Aaron, who unfortunately passed away. You've got Daredevil, Born Again, Tim Dillon, I'm Your Mother, and of course, all your FBI shows, and Just for Scotty, the cleaning lady. And that's my Danielle report.
Oh, Scotty, does the cleaning lady, does that make you happy?
He loves that show.
It depends on what kind of cleaner she uses.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes I'm kidding.
If she uses Fabuloso, I'm there.
I do like that show.
I love Fabuloso. All right, sound with Garrett. Garrett's got a lot of stuff. What do you have?
All right, let's start with a talkback that we received on our iHeartRadio app. You go on the iHeartRadio app, there's a little microphone. Just click that and we get our messages. So this one comes from Megan. She has a review of the Kesha interview.
Hi, I just want to say that this Kesha interview has made me so happy. It's honestly one of the best interviews that I have heard on the show. It's right up there with like the Chester interview and the Sia interview. Those ones stick in my head. But Kesha is amazing and inspiring, and I thought that was great. So thank you.
There you go.
That's nice.
Love that.
And then on the other side of it, we got another talk back. So earlier in the day when Nate was giving away a Elvis Duran merch line, this listener assumed that when she hears that those people would be receiving pants along with the sweatshirt and shirt.
Oh.
So she's agreeing with Danielle here.
I'm so sorry to say it, but I have to agree with Danielle because for some reason, even though I've never heard the word sweatpants fall out of anyone's mouth on the show, I would assume that there would be sweatpants in a full apparel box, and I would be disappointed, and I'd probably be like, okay, there's going to be another box coming, and it wouldn't. And that's my fault, but, you know, Nate probably should find a better way to put that. Love you guys.
She literally just said it was her fault. So, I mean, we can't.
But you're still wrong.
I kind of agree with Nate here.
Thank you.
You do?
Yeah, well, it's our full line, so everything that we have, we're sending you.
Yeah.
So that's the hoodie and the T-shirt.
Well, I think we need
it's-
sweatpants.
I don't think there's a lot of truth in advertising here. I'd say when you say full line, I think people just kind of assume, just like any designer has a full line. There's all
Right.
sorts of, you know.
All right, I'm
things.
asking Google.
I mean, look, the sweatpants are sweatpants. The sweatshirt is fabulous. It is really a nice sweatshirt. But you know, Nate, step up.
See, I would need a top, some pants, a hat. I would need
jacket would be
the
good.
jacket, maybe some sneakers and some socks and underwear.
A clothing line is a specific collection of clothing items created by a clothing brand. I don't see nothing about no pants on there.
You just assume pants, though.
Yeah, you kind of do.
What if we threw in scrubs, then there are pants.
We're out of those.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're kind of over the scrubs thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You know, you can't really look smart wearing scrubs. I don't mean smart as in intellect.
Unless
I mean,
you're a doctor.
What may I say? I don't mean smart by intellect. I mean smart as in, you know, dressing appropriately for lunch.
Correct.
Anyway, okay, Garrett.
Yes. All right. So Danielle was just talking about the Blue Origin launch. Here is the beginning of that from yesterday.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, command engine start, 2, 1, ignition.
And there they go. Bye.
And that's it.
Okay.
Pretty much. Because you couldn't hear him. You hear us a few screams, and we were trying as we were watching. We were like, "Oh, is that Katy Perry screaming?" You couldn't really tell, and they really didn't elaborate of who was screaming in the background. But did you hear about the unidentified object that crashed through a guy's garage in South Jersey?
No.
No, I guess you're going to tell us.
Yeah, he's going to describe it, and then what happened when he came into work the next day.
That's when I looked up, and I saw the giant hole up there in the ceiling, a sizable dent in a thick steel gauge box. And so that's when I went to my cameras and I found all the videos and realized what had actually happened. You know, it's like the giant flash outside and then the impact in here. You eventually see like a giant fireball come through the ceiling and then everything come flying down the roof with it.
So he came into work, a big hole in the ceiling. They can't find it. There were no objects that came into his garage.
Wow.
So that's why everybody's questioning what the hell is it, because it fell from the sky. There was a fireball, but there's nothing in the guy's garage except for a hole that was left through it.
Damn.
Okay.
Some are saying aliens, others are saying that there was some meteor, so a lot of conspiracies out there. And then finally, this person went on a Zoom interview in London, and she didn't like the way she looked, so she put one of those egg emojis on her face to do the interview, and it didn't go over well.
Hi, Julia. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure if you know, but there's a bit of animation on your face.
Yeah, hey, I'm not feeling well today, so is it okay if I don't show my face?
I'm not sure we're going to be able to conduct the interview with this. It's not very professional. Is there any chance you could turn it off?
I can use a different one if you want.
My God. Goodbye.
Get out of
here. Next.
She went from the egg emoji to a toast emoji
Yeah,
from
goodbye.
there.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Kind of
All
sounds
right.
like Danielle's husband Sheldon, though, doing the interview. And that's it.
Well, yeah, I think if you're going to pull that kind of stuff, you're not going to get hired.
No.
Except here, we would hire someone that would do that. Yeah, the funnier the emoji, the higher pay you get here at our show.
I'll be right
Anyway,
back.
you're a good American, Garrett. Thank you so
very
much. There you go. People still texting in about Kesha, how much they loved listening to her interview.
Oh, that's awesome.
They loved it. If you want to hear it again, it's on demand always. Whenever you want to hear it, listen to it wherever you get your podcast. Hopefully that would be the iHeartRadio network. But yeah, the Kesha interview was great. Who do we have coming up? Now, we've had so many guests. Now I feel kind of empty. I don't have any guests on my list.
Between last week and the beginning of this week, we just really kind of, can I say blew our wad? But we got a lot of...
that would be a bad emoji.
I don't think it's the dirty thing you're thinking of, but we kind of just, we spent a lot of our energy on that. So we do have our friend DJ Envy's going to be on tomorrow. So
good. Nice. And is his wife coming in too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
They've
good.
got a new book out. And then Gandhi has another guest I know that you were very excited about, Elvis.
Oh, yeah. The CEO and co-founder of Colossal Biosciences, Ben Lamb, and their head scientist, Beth Shapiro, who are the people who brought back the dire wolf, made the woolly mouse, and could be bringing back the woolly mammoth.
There you go.
I'm so excited.
Maybe they'll have a woolly mammoth all ready to go by the time we interview them.
With any luck.
If we can get that thing past security, we're in.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. All right, so we do have guests on the calendar. That I feel weird when you don't have a vacation or a guest on the calendar. You have to always have them both.
Yep.
All right. But anyway, so yeah, Kesha, loved her. She was fabulous.
Are we rolling?
Yep.
Want to hear something slightly more unhinged than the morning show?
Damn it!
Elvis Duran's After Party, a podcast we record daily when the morning show is finished.
He is literally a pastry.
Elvis Duran's After Party. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Well, here we go.
Make some noise!
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Look at that. Our own Scotty B is emerging as the head chef of our show. You're doing a lot of cooking. And you're posting this stuff. I know. Didn't you? You were cooking with Victoria sauce the other day, right?
Yes, thanks to our good friends at Victoria Sauce. My daughter and I made my now award-winning meat sauce.
You did?
Yes, it's great. And,
I mean, as chosen by Bobby Flay.
That's right. I had a 9.4 overall.
That's
you did.
wild.
And by the way, I think Victoria Sauce is actually dropping by tomorrow with some food.
Nice.
This is a very well-fed show. I don't know if you're going to notice that.
Gosh.
Yeah, but it was one. I mean, I love cooking with my daughter Cooper loves cooking with me, so we did the little video together, and it was wonderful. And I even made an extra tray for my parents because they love free food.
That's so sweet.
Oh, God. Wow, you know what? For a second there, you sounded like a nice son who made lunch for his mom and dad, and now it's because they're cheap.
I did do that. No, they loved it. It was wonderful. And
Okay, good.
So thank you, Victoria. The marinara is delicious.
Absolutely. I like the vodka sauce. That's my favorite. Yeah, what up, Nate?
When you meet Scotty's dad, you kind of realize why Scotty is the way he is. I think he's great, right? But I
love Dick.
You start to see
We know that.
a little bit of Dick in Scotty.
Oh, definitely.
Or a lot of Dick in Scotty.
Just the way he likes it.
Yeah. There's a lot. You're right. You're correct. There is a lot of Dick in Scotty.
I got to be honest with you, though. On a serious note, I was crying the other day. I heard a song or whatever, and it just reminded me. I said, you know what? And I called my dad, and I said, thank you for everything you do for me. Because, one day he's not going to be here anymore. And it just made me really sad. And just think of all the things that he does. Yeah, you know what? I got a lot of his Dickisms. But, I love the guy. He's a good dude.
He is great. I've known Dick and your mom for many, 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 many years.
Yes.
And
Yep.
so I love your mom. His mom is just just a beautiful lady. Lenore's a beautiful lady.
Thank you.
While your parents are alive, make sure you tell them how much you appreciate them. I know that Scary, his mom passed away not that long ago.
Yep.
And then, you got your dad still here.
Yeah.
And now I know you're doing everything you can to hang out with him and do things with him, and that's good.
Our family has revolutionized since my mom's passing. We hang out more than ever. We're my sister, my brother, and I. We're together. We're closer. It's crazy that's what it takes to realize it. But I'm spending a lot more quality time with Tony.
We love Tony.
Tony says hello, by the way. Tony says
we
hi.
love Tony. He's a good guy. Yeah, what up, Nate?
If you watch The Pit, which I know I've been suggesting here for like the last 2 weeks, but there is something that happens in the show that you see the family dynamic become closer because of something like this.
Okay, now if we had said that about The Pit, you'd be yelling at us right now.
Would.
You're spoiling the whole thing.
Well, maybe this will just incentivize you to watch it that much more because it's such a
you
great
ruined it?
show.
You already ruined it. I don't have to watch it now. You ruined the whole thing. The whole premise of The Pit is the family. Anyway, so we were talking about how great the Kesha interview was, and she sounds like she's really in a great space. She's owning her life, on tour, new album. But also people were texting in about how much they loved our interview with Mel Robbins that we had on the other day. And it still it's still kind of echoing around my conversations with my friends. Oh my God, that interview you did with Mel Robbins. I'm like, I didn't even know you listened to my show. Really? They said, not really, but we'd listen for the Mel Robbins interview. Fine, I'll take you anywhere and get you. So if you want to hear any of these conversations with some of our favorite people, Kesha, Mel Robbins, all of the above, it's all waiting for you. It all lives right now wherever you get your podcast on the Elvis Duran On Demand channel or whatever it is. Go look it up. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. What else do we need to take care of? Other housekeeping things. Oh yeah. Speaking of Kesha, go to the Elvis Duran Show YouTube channel for the unedited conversation with Kesha.
Lord.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there you're not going to get here on the radio show.
That's the goods right there.
We would have run out of dump button in about 30 seconds.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. No. So yeah, the Elvis Duran Show YouTube channel. Go look for the Kesha interview. But make sure you don't play it at work. NSFW.
Check it out.
You're so appreciated, and I love you guys so much.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
On 9/11, we vowed to never forget. Help America keep that promise. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.